Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. In this project we're going to be using some gorgeous Anna Griffin items, but we're going to include the beautiful Bouquet die cuts. Now these are beautiful die cuts that have been created for you to simply punch out of the sheets and then layer using your 3D foam. Now on the back Anna has done all the thinking for you. So the largest of the die cuts says G1, this is the base die cut. Use foam adhesive to lay die cut pieces on top in numeric order. So G1 and then we go to G2, G3 and G4. So on the front it would be G1, 2, 3, 4. And then you layer them up with 3D foam and you end up with something that looks like this. And so you can see the layers and you can see the depth in the flower and all the detail, and then you can make gorgeous projects with them. In the actual pack of the beautiful Bouquet die cuts, there are so many, there is so much choice, and I want to point something out that I was asked about it actually. On this sheet there was 3 different flowers, and I had a message from a person and they said, do I have to use all of the 3 flowers on a project? Can I not just mix and match them? So I said, well, of course you can mix and match them. Once you've purchased it, it's yours to do what you like with. You might only like the parrot tulips. You might just want to use all of those from this set. Because there's so many different sets in the actual pack, you can use them all together, you can use them all separately, it's up to you. There's different bouquets, different kinds of flowers, different colours. It's completely your choice. But just because there's 3 different tulips on one sheet, you don't have to use them all together. So we're going to make a gorgeous card, and I'm going to show you how to use a few of the die cuts that we've created. So the first thing I've got is a 7 by 5 inch card. For my friends across the pond, that's the 5/7. And I'm going to use my bone folder just to make sure I've got a nice sharp crease along the edge. And we're going to decorate the inside first. Now I've got to say, I think this idea for an insert is such an easy one and quick. I think you might be impressed. I've cut out a piece of cardstock that fits the inside of my card, like that. I've stamped in the centre using Anna's chalkboard stamps. And I forgot to say, which I should have got my housekeeping out of the way by now, everything I do use will be on my blog. There's always a full list of everything, the items, just in case I forget to say something. There's always a list of extra items. There's always a list of adhesives that I use as well. The adhesives have always got the links where you can purchase them, whether you're across the pond or in the UK. If you've ever got any comments or you've got any questions, feel free to ask on my blog or on Facebook where I can get back to you. If you comment on YouTube, I can't reply. So I hope that helps. Okay, back to it. So I've cut a layer of ivory cardstock that fits the inside of my card. And I've stamped using Anna's chalkboard stamps, birthday wishes in the centre. I've also tapped an olive green ink pad around the edge, just to give the edge a little bit of definition when we put it in the card. I've also made 2 cuts with a craft knife down the side of the word of the chalkboard stamp. So this means that when I peel the back of my tape away on the back, I can actually add a little something to the back of my stamped image, and I'm going to slide it all the way through. Now this is actually, if you've ever had some of Anna's kits in the past, you get little border pieces, and I'm always asked what you can do with the extra elements from those. Now this is one great idea of how you can use them by simply adding them through a stamp basically, and then that way you've got the stamp section and you've used the border section. So I've simply made the 2 cuts with a craft knife and then added the tails on the border strip and pushed it through the slits that we've cut. You've just seen me add a little bit of tape just to secure it on the back, and now I can add that to the centre of my card, and it's a perfect insert with not a lot of work that's gone into it, but how cool does that look? Lots of room for your to and your from, and a longer message in this one. Now we can turn our attention to the front of the card. Now the front of the card is going to match to the outside of the card, even though we've used the border strip, and we're going to use the dies, the die cut from the beautiful Bouquet. The first layer on my card is actually a piece of scrap. Now this is a piece of Anna's, well, it's one of the 7x5 metallic layers from Anna, and what I've done is I've already used the piece as a die cut piece, a base. So I've die cut, it was actually one of the fretwork dies, I've used it to die cut something, but there's enough room around the edge for me to use this as my first layer on the card. Don't worry that there's an aperture cut out of it, because as we layer up you will never see that and nobody will ever know. So my second layer is an embossed layer where I've used Anna's silver pearl cardstock. I've embossed it using the Pirouette embossing folder from the collector's edition. I've got double-sided tape on the back of it, and you can see from the actual embossing that I've got, the foil cardstock is so impressive. It really is. So I'm going to press that down, and then that is perfect on top of our previous layer, and you would never know that there was the aperture cut into it. Next, I've got one of Anna's glitter stickers, and this is simple to add. It's a sticker, so all you have to do is peel the back away. With it being ornate, you might just find that you need to take a few minutes to peel the back away from it, and if it tears away, just simply go back and start like that. Just go back and peel a bit more, and then it will all come off like so. And I'm going to add the sticker across the front of the card over the top of the embossed layer, but that will stick nicely because we're sticking to foil. So just press it down a little bit. Next we can start using our decoupage that we've created. Now I am using the parrot tulips because I think they're really pretty. I like the colours, and I like this colourway that we're going to add together with the greens and the deep reds and the yellows. Oh, they're kind of like autumn colours on the tulips, even though I know they're not out in autumn. Ours have just flowered and they're ready to be cut down. So we've made our decoupage, and I'm simply going to position it on my card, and I'm going to put the largest piece to the top, and then the next one a little bit further down like that, and then the third one a little bit further down again. Now I'm not going to press that one down because I want to position my sentiment, and I've got one of the Artfully Said stickers, and I've also got two pieces of the border again that I've cut down, and I've got tape on the back of these, and I'm simply going to add them to the back of my sentiment, like that and like that, trying to get them even. And we'll just pull that one out a little bit more and pull that one out a little bit more. There we go. So we want it across the width of the card, shall we say, like that, and then I can press it down, and I can press my flowers down as well because they seem to be in the right place. There we go. And then I'm going to finish the card off with 2 little gold bows over the top of the little border strips to create more of a layering effect. There we go, 2 little gold bows, and that is our card finished. A pretty card using gorgeous colours, and the mix of them, just, it works so well. We've got the sparkle from the glitter sticker and the embossing from the background that again tone in with the actual tulips, and then we've got the inside that works because we've used the chalkboard stamp to go with the artfully said sticker. Stands up nicely, will definitely go on a mantelpiece, and it will go in a normal envelope. It's not too high, we've got a little bit of height with the bows at the bottom on the sentiments and the height from the decoupage. So it's just a very pretty card and something gorgeous to do with your beautiful bouquet die cuts. I do hope you've enjoyed watching. Please share with your crafty friends. Please give me the thumbs up. I always forget to say that actually. I should say that on every video and I don't. But please give me the thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.